Hello and welcome to the latest LiveFitNow video. So today I'm going to have a chat about fitness trackers, or rather these things that many of us have on our wrists. So you might have an Apple Watch, a Fitbit, they're probably the most common, and you've got the Samsung, and then a list as long as your arm that do exactly the same job. So basically what they do is they track how many steps you're doing, perhaps the activity, your heart rate, how much you sleep at night, all these different things. They all have slightly different functions. And I have to say they've been hitting the headlines quite a lot recently with slightly less positive things, and some people saying actually don't even bother with them, they're a complete waste of time. Now I have to say, obviously I've looked at some of the critics and I don't disagree with a lot they have to say. The criticisms they're making of these watches are pretty accurate, and actually that's the biggest criticism, their accuracy. So if you were to wear this, 3 different watches, different makes, and wore it for the whole day and then compared them at the end, you would probably find they would not be all exactly the same, even though you wore them doing exactly the same thing. So you might think, well, what's the point of using them then? If you are doing it absolutely spot on, you may find it is not very useful for you, but I have to say, in my personal experience and with several of my clients, what I found is it gets people moving more. If people are becoming more aware of how much they're just sitting and not moving, you can go from doing 2,000 or 3,000 steps a day and then trying to get moving more, and people are coming up to 8, 9, 10,000 steps a day. Now, is that some magic answer? No, definitely not. Is that person moving more? Yes. And as far as I'm concerned, that is a fantastic thing. If it's making people more conscious and more aware and getting people moving, that is a positive. So there's lots of different reasons why people get them. I've had some people that actually do it purely to monitor their sleep. People are aware they aren't necessarily the best for how many hours of sleep they're getting. And again, if you have some way of tracking and remeasuring, it may not be perfectly accurate, but what it will do is make you more mindful, perhaps going to bed a little bit earlier. And people will say, well, you don't need a gadget to do that. And you know what? That's true. But again, if it helps and if it's used in the right way, why not? What else? So we've got the heart rate as well. So obviously it's using your pulse through your wrist. Again, sometimes it doesn't work as it's meant to. I've had people look, I've looked at it myself, and the heart rate is not where you'd expect it to be for the activity that's being completed. But again, overall, it's seeing that trend throughout the day. It's showing the up and down. It's giving you a guideline. And that's really what these things do. If it's making you more aware and it's encouraging you to do more, that's where I think they come into their own. One of the other flaws that they have is the fact that people quite often link it with MyFitnessPal, which is fine. But what it will do is it will give you extra calories depending on how much activity you've done in the day. Now this is where the accuracy problem can come in. One, the accuracy of how much you're tracking your food. Your portions might be slightly different, which mean actually you don't have the leeway that you think you have. And also, these calorie burners, they are literally a guide. So they might be saying that you're burning 400 calories doing an exercise, but in actual reality, perhaps only 300. Now, it might only be a small difference, but obviously if that's adding up over the course of a week, that can be a massive discrepancy. So, to be honest, in summary, they have their flaws, doesn't everything, all these gadgets do, but if you use them in the right way and for the right reasons, they really can help get you moving. As I say, from personal experience, the amount of people I've got moving more because of them than if they didn't have them. They haven't had that encouragement, that motivation, sometimes that competition. People have like work week hustles. It gets people competitive, gets them moving more, and that's where they're really good. So overall, yes, they have their flaws, all gadgets do, but I have to say, I think they do have their place if it gets you all moving. Get in touch, let me know your thoughts, and if you have any questions, let me know and I will try and get back to them. Thanks for watching, and I'll speak to you soon.